It's Holly. Cool.
Alright, welcome back everyone to another installment of the New Zealand South Island camper van adventure. After we left Mount Cook, we had a bit of a road trip down the east coast to end up in Curio Bay, and I had a bunch of stops planned, the first of which was Tunnel Beach. What did we do there, Will?
Yeah, so Tunnel Beach was unexpectedly awesome for both of us because, well, we expected to do a 10-minute stop, but then we got there and it was an hour-long walk, so we were like, okay, we'll just walk 10 minutes. We'll see how it is, and each 10 minutes got progressively more
prettier,
incredible, and it kind of culminated with an actual tunnel, which I guess we should have seen coming, but originally we thought it was the rock formation was the tunnel, and then surprise, surprise, there was a legitimate tunnel. So that was a ton of fun.
Will preferred it to Percé in Gaspésie.
I did. I thought it was a little bit prettier than Percé. Désolé. Désolé, Percé. Anywho, that was a cute little nugget in the trip. And then after that, we went and drove to a lighthouse.
Called Nugget Point. Were you trying to make a link there?
Honestly, no. Okay. But maybe subconsciously.
Nugget Point is where we had our lunch, which was just blastering on peanut butter and banana onto bread.
Yep.
But with a lovely view of kind of these rocks jutting out from the ocean, from a lighthouse, and we got to see some whales from a very long distance away.
You were so happy.
But I was so happy, and we were telling passerbys, and no one seemed to care.
No, but
to my dismay.
They have their priorities not in order, so.
Yeah, so we know that.
Yeah.
And this was another stop that was kind of beyond what we had allotted, so we had to walk all the way there. But
time-wise. Yeah. We were at Nugget Point. It's very cute. A bunch of little nuggets just hanging out. Wouldn't you say, Sammy?
Oh, yes. Yes, I would.
Whoa. That was an incredible accent.
Thanks.
Holy moly. Kelp Forests, we're back.
It was a busy day, because then after that we headed over to a waterfall.
Yeah. And he's like, what we drove for like 4 hours that day. So, good amounts of driving between these stops. But yeah, we went to a beautiful waterfall that again was like another 30-minute walk, but totally worth it. I had a bunch of fun taking pictures of long exposure shots, which I think you mentioned in the blog and had some.
They are there in the blog. Go check them out.
and then we finally got to our destination after the waterfalls.
And actually we got there kind of early because one of the stops where we were going to go was closed.
Yeah.
So we didn't time the tides. And that was the best mistake, or I guess not, best mistake, because we had the most wonderful scenic lookout point at Curio Bay for our dinner.
Yeah.
And we strategically decided to have our dinner there instead of the place where we were camping for free, which is just like a parking lot. And as you can tell from the footage, it was just absolutely incredible. We were surrounded by ocean on almost all four sides.
This is the state of camper van right now. Honestly, not too bad.
It was cleaner this morning.
Shoes down there.
Bad during the day, and then we cleaned it up.
Yeah. And we're gonna have dinner here, and then we're gonna drive somewhere else because we're not allowed to sleep here. But we know where we're going, so we're not too worried about the sun setting. And our setup for making dinner. Oh, one sec. Oh, you need both hands. Oh, you got it? Do you push down? Hey, so here is our stovetop. And our pantry is right here, including some wine. Yeah, no, that was an incredible spot to kind of actually take some time and breathe at the end of a very long travel day. We stretched.
That was big for us.
Made a delicious meal, had it with the sunset, and then we were on our way to the Freedom Campsite, which we, enjoyed, but it wasn't as good as the place we ended up thereafter. The next day, we drove from a Freedom Campsite. I've never seen Sam wake up so fast.
A sunrise. I never knew these existed on this side of the day.
To the best campsite
ever.
So this is the holiday park that we're staying at. And it is insane. New Zealand. Just doing New Zealand things. Honestly, obviously, looks crazier in person.
Yeah.
In Queenstown. Do you want to talk a bit about it?
Driftway. I mean, if honestly, someone had said, as a review, like, it's too bad they only allow 21 days for you to stay there. And I thought that was insane. But after visiting, I understand. It's completely built from scratch 3 months ago. It just opened. All the amenities are brand new. It is so beautiful to walk around. They have a games room for kids. They have a play structure. They have a beautiful kitchen that overlooks essentially a sound.
Yeah.
And it's almost a better view than Queenstown. Like, we were a 10-minute drive away.
Yeah, I think we did talk about how we preferred it to Queenstown, mainly because it had the view of Queenstown, but it didn't have the, like, tourist trappy industry feel of Queenstown.
Yeah.
Like, we were a short beach walk, which was a very calm beach walk, away from a nearby brewery, which we went to.
Will was very happy.
Some of the best beer that I had on this trip so far. Yeah. Not that we've had too much.
And tacos.
Those tacos were delicious. I think we had tacos from that place 3 times.
Yeah.
Or that company, at least.
It was great. And we spent 3 nights there just because it was so wonderful.
Yeah, and one of those days was
my birthday. Actually, it worked out well that's where we were staying for my birthday. It was picturesque.
Yeah.
It was raining a little bit, but actually we got relatively lucky on the day of my birthday, because the next day actually it was colder. Like, somehow it was a little drizzly, but relatively still warm for fall. And we got to kind of experience really the fall colors in Arrowtown, which is like this little town close to Queenstown.
Yeah, and also much cuter than Queenstown in the sense, like, the actual town itself is like, one street, and it's like cute shops everywhere, like one bakery.
It's just like an old mining town.
It's just like an old mining town. Obviously, the view in Queenstown is better.
Yeah. But I don't hate Queenstown. I'm not hating on Queenstown.
No, fair enough. I feel like I am, but I shouldn't be. I did really enjoy our time in Queenstown as well.
Yeah. So we visited an old mining village, Chinese mining settlement, the first one in the country, and obviously a tumultuous relationship for the Chinese settlers at the time, but a really cool, free, museum-esque place to visit.
Yeah.
And then took a little walk, so we always have to get our walk in every day before hitting up Queenstown.
Yeah, and then after in Queenstown we bought some cheese and meat for a delicious
and wine.
Sorry,
we went all out, you guys, on this charcuterie board for my birthday. It's what I wanted to do instead of going out.
And it was incredible.
It was just the best. Yeah. I was overwhelmed with emotion, just sitting in this picturesque sunset, eating my cheese bread pate and fancy mustard.
All things we love. Yeah. That was an incredible kind of.
It was a great time before
culmination of your birthday.
Going to Milford Sound, so that'll be up next.
Yeah, stay tuned
next
for
video, right, Will?
Yeah.
Pumping them out.
No, yeah, trying. Milford Sound up next.